Okay, so for this one right here, let's take a look. I zoomed in on this, and I'm probably gonna have to zoom out because it doesn't look like it's gonna work right.
How are we supposed to see?
On your paper.
Yeah, there we go.
Herman, is that seat next to you open?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. Let's see if I can actually get it fit with. There we go. There. That's what I was trying to do. All right. So now for this one right here, test review. Now I told you guys, I'm like, hey, you know what? There is half points if you just put it in the calculator. Okay. Full points if you can actually go through and find it by hand. Algebra. That's all this is. Basic algebra. So given basic algebra, I'm going to say this is going to be a trinomial. Okay? So I'm going to say this is a trinomial. So this is what I'm going to do here. I don't like seeing that trinomial where it says cotangent. I don't like that. I like single variables. So I, in this case right here, am going to say that x, actually no, let's make it a u, because if I don't, it's going to end up confusing some people later on.
What do you use, the theta?
Is equal to cotangent of theta.
What's u? What is u stand?
It's commonly referred in math as u substitution. So it's actually replacing something because you're just gonna, instead of writing cotangent every time, you don't really want to do that, do you?
Oh, so we're writing cotangent for
what
u.
you're doing, right?
Yeah. So I'm just saying, I'm stating as u now. So let's rewrite this using u.
Oh, it's going to be 3u squared theta.
Minus, not theta no more because that's cotangent theta, 3u minus 1 equals 0. So now, by doing u's, does that look a whole lot easier?
Yeah.
Yeah, now can I factor that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can, but I'm going to need the quadratic formula on that one. Okay, you remember what the quadratic formula is?
No.
Or yeah, so quadratic formula, yeah, it's negative b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Yes?
Say it again.
Negative b plus or minus.
Yeah, that'll be better. Just write it out.
There it is. So, this right here, a little bit of algebra required. So, from here, I could go ahead and start plugging my numbers. So, negative b, so that means that's going to be a positive 3 plus or minus square root of 9 minus 4 times 3 times negative 1 all over 2 times a, which is 3. So this is going to give me on the inside, that's going to give me positive, let me see, what's that, 12. 9 and 12 gives me 21, right? Okay, so it's going to be, let's see, from this one. So equals 3 plus or minus square root of 21 over 6. Okay, so what does this actually represent? My u's, right?
Oh, so we're not putting the 3 with the u?
Huh?
We're not putting the u's in? With the 3's?
Yes, it is, but this is equal to my u, right? Did I solve for u? Say yes. But now u is what? Cotangent. Okay, u is going to be cotangent. So now I'm going to say that I'm going to have cotangent equals 3 plus or minus square root of 21 over 6. Now, this is theta, right? Okay, this is theta, and I'm trying to find solution set nearest tenth a degree. So these are all in degrees. What do I do to find the angle? Inverse. So I'm going to inverse this. So I'm going to have two answers for my inverse. So theta equals inverse cotangent of 3 plus rad 21 over 6 and
minus anymore?
3.
No, it's a positive.
Okay, so there's cotangent, inverse cotangent, -1 of 3 minus rad 21 over 6. So that's 100% of the work for each one of these problems. You just need to give me those answers now.
And then we plug those into the calculator. And
Yes.
Both of those are the answers.
Yes, there's your answers there. So it's some algebra. Okay, it's some algebra for these ones right here.
So that's the answer?
You still got to do what?
Put it in the calculator.
Because you're going to get,
And then that's 100%.
yes, 100% of your answer. So if you show me this, and then you still just put it in the calculator, and just like, oh, graph, hey, look, I should have two answers. Okay, here's my two answers.
Why would you put the 3 in front of the plus minus term? Oh, the B.
Okay, so you could get half points for only calculator. So let me show you in my calculator. What mode's my calculator, you guys?
Radian.
Try again. Why is it going to be in degrees? You got to force the degrees, right? Okay, so it's going to be cotangent squared, right? 3 cotangent.
Man, I wish I could just move the mouse over easy like you. Save so much time on that calculator.
X degrees, right?
Mm-hmm.
Degrees. Close. Ah, crap. Too many closes. Okay, there's a square, right? Minus 3 cotangent, right?
Yeah.
X degrees minus 1. Hit enter. Uh-oh, I don't see anything. Why not? Window. Okay, so, ah, crap. Menu, window. So, I should go from where? 0 to 360. There we go. Uh-oh. So, I need to have 4 of these, right?
Why do you need
It's
4?
gonna be 5 points.
How many answers should I have?
4.
4.
Yep.
52.5.
So let's see which ones I have.
It keeps putting times inside mine.
It's supposed to.
Yeah, but it changes the graph.
Okay, 38 degrees. Let's see. Wrong window. Okay, I have that one. Check my sketch pad. Menu, analyze graph, 0. Hey, look, there's my 38 again.
So what do you do for the other 3? Because you only have 2 other.
Okay, so now let's see. I'm going to have the other one. So menu, analyze graph, 105. What do you think is happening in between here and here? You'll see when you look at the math real quick. So let's do the other one. Change that to a minus. 104. There it is right here, this one rounded. There you go. Hey, look. There's my 104 point blah, blah, blah. Look at that. Okay. All right, so now, how much do you think difference is it between here and here?
Probably like not much.
Okay, because where it comes up on the unit circle, it's not going to be 100. So let's see. Menu. Analyze graph. 0. So how much is it from there to there?
104. 114. Oh, from 30.
It's
104 or 218. 104 or 38.
Here to here.
Oh.
From here to here. The first one to first one.
It's like 170 something. 180.
180. That's what I'm looking for there. 180.
He said
I know he said it, and I was waiting for other people to say it. It's 180. So how much do you think it is from this to this other point right here?
90. 180. 270.
From 104 to 285 is going to be how much?
I need a method.
Should be 180. From this one to this one should be another 180.
Yeah, that's 180. You can type it in your calculator.
Okay, now, for these ones right here, it's going to be this plus 180 because it is a cotangent and there is going to be, so it's kind of like the n plus 180, right? It's whatever the value is plus 180. So, right here, since I have my 2 right here, it's also going to happen, my plus 180. So it's going to be this one right here, plus 180. And it's this one right here, plus 180. How was, wait, 100%. I really didn't get all my work, but did I get half of it on my calculator? We did. We got half of it from the calculator. So does that going to be a problem? Even though I say, hey, that's showing all your work. Even though it only showed half of it, use your calculator to verify the other half, right? Hopefully. No one's sleeping.
So we don't have to put the actual answer, we just have to put that plus 180.
Okay, and then you do have to have the answers. Okay, because I am going to be looking for those. Okay,
So can you give
so
us
the
the-
answer would be, what's the answer going to be? We're going to have, was it 38?
38.4, 104.4,
104.
and then 114 and
Okay, so
117.
114? 218? 218
84.
218 point what?
It's not the 285, not 218.
285?
No, yeah, 285. No, for the next one.
The next one's 285, right? 284.4. And this one's going to be 0.4 also. There's my solution sets. Yeah. Yeah, because if you read the question, give solution to the nearest tenth.
How did you get the 105 to the nearest 10? I had to reset my calculator.
Okay, so what did I do? Mathematically, what did I do?
I don't know.
I showed something.
I had to reset my calculator so I wasn't paying.
Did you have these?
Yeah. 105.
Okay, so watch this. I'm going to show you a neat trick right here. Take this number right here. See where it says text?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to control. It is. It is. It's like a right click. There it is. It's right here. It's control menu on that one. And then attributes. And then give it more decimals. So I just put in the number 3. Or let's make it 4. Even better. There we go. So now look, there it is right there. I have a whole bunch. Control menu, because if you notice it's the right click. Yes? It was given to you yesterday.
I was only given the multiple choice.
Okay, I don't know where the other ones are. Who grabbed one of the other ones?
I did.
Okay, where'd you grab it from?
Right there.
Okay, yeah, could you please? All right, solve the equation for the solutions over the interval. So this one's going to be another one. All right, so now this is going to be, watch this. I'm going to move everything to the left, so this is the long way. So it's going to be secant squared theta tangent theta minus 2 tangent theta equals 0. Yes?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm about ready to F that. I'm going to F the F out of that.
Okay. Forget.
Actually, I'm Fing the tangent out of that. But anyway. So, what am I factoring out? Do they both have a factor? What am I factoring out? Take out a tangent. So it's going to be a tangent theta parentheses secant squared theta minus 2 equals 0. All right, this one's going to be a whole lot easier than the other ones.
Why'd you take out the tangent?
Because do they both have a tangent? That's why.
I don't get it. But
Is this a tangent?
yeah.
Is this a tangent?
Yeah.
Do they have a common tangent?
Yeah.
Did I factor it out in front?
No.
I didn't?
You just put one tangent.
Oh, I get it.
Do you know what factoring means?
What's 1 minus 2?
It's the opposite of distribution. Distributing puts it in, factoring takes it out.
So what happened to the other one?
What other one? Okay, so now, can you distribute for me, please?
Oh, okay. I know.
Distribute back in,
Yeah, I got it.
then come up here.
Alright, I got it now. It took me a minute, but I got it.
Oh. There we go. That kid never puts his chair away. It's kind of annoying. Anyway, all right. So using zero product rule, I want to know where is this going to be equal to 0. So I'm going to set each one equals 0. So tan of theta equals 0. So on your unit circle, given your unit circle, okay, think about it. Tangent is sine over cosine, right? Tangent is sine over cosine. Where is sine over cosine equal to 0?
45 degrees.
At where?
0.
At 0. 45 degrees would be 1 because they're both the same.
Yeah.
I need 0 on top, 1 on bottom, right? Sine's going to be 0, cosine is 1. So that's going to be where? It's going to be at 0. Is there another place? 180. So in this case, since it's going to be in what? Those are radians, right? So this answer is going to be 0, pi, and 1 pi. Now I'm going to do the same thing again for the other one. Now I'm using zero product for this. So for this, it's going to be secant squared theta minus 2 equals 0. what would you do to both sides?
Plus 2.
Add 2. Okay, so now it's going to be secant squared theta equals 2. Now what are we going to do? Square root. So now when I square root, I made a big deal about this. You always have to do this. You have to include this. So this is going to be secant of theta is equal to what? Plus or minus, thank you. Plus or minus square root of 2, right? Now, remember, secant is what? 1 over x, right? 1 over x. So it's 1 over x. So in this case, I have this. So now, isn't this just going to be, so I'm going to go off to the side. Now I'm going to do the math on this one. Because this should be 1 over, okay, so turning it into cosine, right? Because I don't have secant on my unit circle. So cosine of theta should equal 1 over rad 2. Because this is this over 1, right? Okay, so now multiply by rad 2 over rad 2, right? Which gives me, that's rad 2 over 2. Now, because there's a plus and minus here, right? There's a plus and minus, so I'm going to have a whole bunch of these. Okay, in quadrant 1.
It's plus, it's 45, which means it's pi over 4.
So that's going to be pi over 4. What about in quadrant 2?
Pi over 6.
Quadrant 2.
Pi over, that's not cosine.
135, which is
Oh, 3 pi over 4.
3 pi over 4, right? Because this is positive and negative, isn't it?
Yeah.
Positive and negative. So there should be 4 answers for each one of these. So that one, next one's going to be 3 pi over 4. What about in quadrant 3? What is it going to be in quadrant 3? 5 pi over 4.
7 pi over 4.
And 7 pi over 4. So all together, my answer's got to be all of these.
All of what? Pi,
This piece right here by itself had 2 answers. This piece over here has 4 answers. So how many answers total?
6.
Okay, so now can I verify those?
Calculator.
Yep, let's verify those. So that's why I like teaching you guys how to do this. So secant squared theta, let me see, tab, so it was secant squared, right? Secant squared, right? Times tangent, right?
Yes.
All right, what goes next? Minus 2, right?
2 tangent.
Is that it? Is that everything?
Yes, sir.
Yep, there we go. All right. It's hit enter.
Oh my god.
Oh, am I missing one?
0.
0 pi.
I'm missing 0 pi, so let's check menu. Menu. 0. Okay, how do I check for 0?
Drag it.
Is it like negative?
Negative 5, right?
5, yeah.
Okay, there's my 0 now. Am I missing one here?
Yeah.
There it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Not bad, right?
No, it's good.
Okay. All right, let's take a look at the next one. Is that the only 2?
Yeah.
Okay, so now the next one I'm going to take from here. So let's go ahead. So make sure your calculator is in the right mode, right?
The radians. Right.
All right. Find the exact value. So what is this really asking for? Where is cosine equal to rad 2 over 2?
P.
Pi over 4? Okay, so that's going to be pi over 4, right? All right, let's take a look next one then. Use calculator given the value to the nearest degree. So now, inverse sine of that. Put it in.
I got B. 12.
What? Give me the number.
12.
12?
Degrees.
Yeah.
So it's supposed to be in degrees, right?
Yeah.
You guys got to pay close attention. 12 degrees?
Yeah.
Seven decimals. Plug it into the calculator. 7 decimals.
I got C.
Oh, we just plug it in.
Negative 0.
That's what it says.
5, 0, 6, 1.
Wow.
Give me the numbers.
Negative 0. Points. 5, 0, 6, 1, 2, 4, 5.
Like that?
Yeah. If you look like a 8. Look like a 8.
So which one's my answer?
C.
Okay.
That looks like an 8.
What mode your calculator in?
Put in radian.
It's supposed to be radians, but that's what program number.
It doesn't say when to switch it, but you just need to pay attention. Calculator, find the value.
D.
So you could just plug it in as is. Sine of inverse cosine of that.
0.5542.
D.
Oh, every time you press the pen.
0 point what?
5542.
There we go.
Deported.
Number 5.
28.
No, it's 28 over 21.
Okay, so if I do this correctly, I treat it like it is a triangle.
21 over 28.
Treat it like it's a triangle, right? Sine is y over r. So it's 21 here, 35 here, and that one comes out to be, I don't know, 28?
Yeah.
And it's asking for the cotangent, which is cotangent's going to be x over y, so it's going to be 28 over 21. This next one should be super easy.
I got evacuate.
Answer is going to be just rad 3 because it's giving you the cosecant and asking for the cosecant.
I didn't even notice that. Look at that. Deported. It's stuck in my head now.
Now, on this problem right here, what's the first thing I should do? Put in the calculator. This is a multiple choice, right?
Yeah.
Multiple choice, put in the calculator and spit out my answers.
I got E.
Pi.
Now,
C.
about your answers, what do you got to make sure about your answers?
That they are in radian?
Radian. All your choices are in radian anyway, right?
Yes.
So, what was the answer on this one?
I got D.
Get to that one.
I got C.
You're wrong.
Cosine squared? Let me see.
It's pi.
Cosine squared plus 2 cosine x.
Oh, wait. Oops.
Plus 1.
I was looking at the wrong one.
Well, you want
Sure.
Okay, so my answer is
I was looking at E.
Pi.
pi.
It's on the other side of the
Yeah,
page. I
that's
know.
what I thought.
What are you talking about? I was looking at 8.
Is the test going to be this short?
It's 15.
On the 14th of this month.
Oh, we're not gonna be here. We're not gonna be here. Come on. Wait, yeah, we are.
All right, what are we doing here?
No, it's not. The 14th is not on a Saturday.
Isn't it Thursday?
What?
It doesn't matter. You got work to do.
Yes,
Please
it
do
does.
it.
That's the C.
It's B. No solution. Well,
I got
wait,
D.
is that what the
No,
answer is?
no.
I think you have 9.
It's C.
You want 8.
It's C. Yeah, it's C.
B, no way,
There's
Jose.
4 answers. It's C.
Oh. Ew.
Yeah, stay there.
Doing it in my head, I should come up with plus or minus rad 3 over 2 for sine, so that means that's going to be in degrees, that's 60 degrees. That's going to be 120 degrees. That's going to be,
40.
huh?
240.
240
300.
and 300.
Dude, I got B on that.
Okay, you know what? I didn't plug in the calculator. I could just do this one because I could see where the math comes out easy. So what was the answer? C?
See?
What number is that? 8? Yep, it is C. It is supposed to be C.
And then the next one is no answer.
You mean C?
You mean no solution?
That's what I said.
Okay, this one right here. You guys say no solution?
Yes.
Well, you're wrong.
Yes.
You're failing the test. F minus for all of y'all.
And the answer is C. It is no solution. Okay, sorry if I am kind of going through this kind of quick because we're trying to finish 2 test reviews in one day.
Wow.
Tomorrow.
Wednesday and Thursday.
All right, what about this one?
A.
A.
Could be A sine 2 theta plus sine theta. Let's see.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Tab. Up. So sine 2 theta. So 2x degrees. Close. And what's it? Plus?
Plus.
Plus sine. There we go.
There's 4 actually.
1, 2, 3, 4. Let's find out what the 4th one is.
240.
So 0, 120, 180, and 240?
Yes.
0, 120, 180, 240.
No, I couldn't. Mister, I couldn't see it because the label was in the way.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's it. That's it. So, what was the answer on this one?
A.
Oh, for the next time, I don't know. I got D.
I have no tissues. I am all out. Someone has stolen them all from me.
Can you use the restroom off on the side?
You're more than welcome.
Are you lying?
I don't know the video. I don't know the guy. All I know is this slime.
All right, number 11. Number 11.
It is.
I got a D. I just get from the phone.
Okay, so this right here, I'm gonna get an answer, and then I'm gonna have in terms of another one. So sine squared plus sine.
Isn't it like in terms of?
I did not understand this at all.
Yeah, no, you don't even have to change it. Baby.
I'll connect one.
It says sine squared, right?
Yeah, sine squared plus.
Plus sine?
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
same thing.
No, it's not same. I just changed it right there. Sine squared x plus sine x. Let me see. Sine squared x plus sine x. There we go. All right, so answer. So starting at 0.
0.
0 plus
Pi plus
180.
180.
That's gonna be that's pi over 2.
No, it's a 2 pi and then pi.
Okay, so let's see. So I have pi plus 90, right? So that's going to be pi over 2, right?
Yeah.
Which means it's C.
So I should have a,
Oh,
Yeah.
because I don't have an answer right here.
So it's B.
Oh, wait, hold on. Yes, I
Oh,
do.
there's another answer. What did you get? So it's
Huh?
C. What
It's
did you
C.
get? It's
C.
Why are you saying no?
11 is supposed to be C.
No,
Why
it's
are you
C.
saying no?
Okay, we have n, so every time we get a multiple of pi,
Oh, this one's just.
every time we get a multiple of pi, so it's going to be n times pi. And then we have this one right here, which is at 3 pi over 2, right? And every time 3 pi over 2 is going to come around, I need to add another 2 pi, right?
So 2n pi.
2n pi.
10 and 12 are the same.
Yeah,
I
they
think
are.
that confuses.
Okay, so how do you get, so start at 0. 0 pi, right?
Yeah, 0 pi. Then
So-
Okay, how do you get to the next one? Say add pi.
2n pi.
Okay, so it's going to be pi times n, right? So it's going to be all multiples of pi. So the next one's going to be at 2 pi.
Okay.
Next one's at 3 pi, then 4 pi. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Now, the same thing goes for the 270, right? But the 270 doesn't repeat over this interval, right? So if it doesn't repeat on this interval, I have to add 2 pi.
Okay.
That's what that means. So it would be n times 360 in this case. Where am I there?
Yeah, number
yeah, number
12
12
is the same as a what? 10.
C and D. There we go.
You say a lot.
All right, let's see where we at now. So, 12 is the same thing. You better get it right both times.
Nah.
And
I mean, you took 13 long, but I think I'm right.
nope.
Wait, 11 was C and D?
Yeah, because they're the same.
Oh.
Oh.
They're the
No,
same
I was
question.
right. Wait, so if that happens on the actual test?
It doesn't. It was a typo on the review. And if it is, I'll tell you which one it is.
What about 10 and 12? Please don't fix it. They're going to be different, right?
Hey, just go sit down. All right, so for this one right here,
Oh, yeah, there's 13.
what's different about 13?
What's 13? It has to be in radians.
Okay, the difference this time is radian, right?
Yeah. I didn't see that one.
Yeah, I did.
So it's probably a B. Oh wait, just kidding.
It's
So this one is the same as 10, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same as 10, but now this time it's asking for radian.
Oh, it's D.
So my answer is
D. This is freaking easy.
One.
like, share, and subscribe. So hopefully those people that took a nap the entire time are